Welcome to DrKenNote. The book I'm going to read today is 13 Things Mentally Strong People Don't Do by the author Amy Morin. Before we begin, let's check it out why we should read this book. On the book cover, it said, "Take back your power, embrace change, face your fear, and train your brain for happiness and success." Okay, as usual, let's start with my review. This is the book for taking back your power, embrace change, face your fear, and train your brain for happiness and success indeed. Life is harder. Inevitably, life will become increasingly difficult as you experience tragedy and setback. It's easy to let those moments break you down, but by focusing on your bad habit and weakness, you can learn to come out the other side a stronger, better person. To become mentally strong, there are 13 habits to avoid, such as resenting other people's success and dwelling on the past. Instead, Morin provides a practical strategy to help readers avoid 13 common habits that hold them back. Like physical strength, mental strength require healthy habit, exercise, and hard work. Throughout 13 things mentally strong people don't do, Morin show how to embrace a happy outlook on life and how to deal with life inevitable hardship, setback, and heartbreak. Keep reading to learn how to achieve greater mental strength and achieve overall success and happiness. Without further ado, let's dive into the book. Introductions. Amy Morin's worked for more than a decade as a psychotherapist, helping clients identify their talent, skill, and support system. She would then address her client's struggle through expanding on their strengths. It was an optimistic method, but it seemed to work. All that changed, however, when she experienced tragedy firsthand. Losing three people close to her in less than a decade, Morin found herself healing from grief, only to push back even further and going through a vicious cycle of grief once again. In the midst of the cycle, Morin realized that focusing on her strengths and ignoring her weakness was actually hindering her more than helping her. If you want to emerge a stronger, better person, she need to pay attention to the bad habit and held her back. Yeah, that held her back. Her hardship taught her that just a few bad habits can become a major setback and stall and also the progress. So if you want to reach your greatest potential, you should learn to walk smarter, not harder. Eliminate routines and habits that break down your mental strengths and learn the 13 things that mentally strong people don't do. Number one, they don't. Who are they? They are the people who has the strong mentality. Okay, so we represent here as a they as a pronoun. They don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves. Instead, mentally strong people focus on gratitude. The Journal of Personality and Social Psychology published a study in 2003 that found that people who express gratitude have healthier immune system and suffer less from age and pains. Number two, they don't give away their power. Avoid phrases like, "He made me mad," and "I have to walk late today." Remember, only you control your emotion and choice. So as you can say instead, "I'm choosing to stay late." One of the biggest factors in that taking control of your feeling is forgiveness. Additionally, those who practice unconditional forgiveness are likely to live longer life. Number three, they don't shy away from change. They don't shy away from changes. Okay, the 5 steps of change is considered as follow: pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. So those are the five steps for change. Okay, again, First one is a pre-contemplation. In that stage, people who became introduced the need for a change by others. For example, a doctor might convince you to develop an exercise routine by explaining the health risks and consequence of keeping your current habit. Number two is the contemplation. In stage two, you begin to recognize the need of change yourself, but won't yet fully committed to change. For example, an employee may recognize the risk of becoming fired if he doesn't increase his sales, but he may still resist trying a new sales technique because he is not sure if the risk is worth the benefit. Preparation during this stage, a plan for creating change is implemented, and entrepreneurs, for example, may find himself unable to pay the bill. Therefore, he will create a plan to address the problem by deciding to sell equipment, change his marketing plan, or find a new strategy increasing revenue. Step number 4 is action. At this stage, the steps from the preparation stage are put in action. For example, a person committed to losing weight will begin to exercise and change his eating habit during this stage. Number 5 is maintenance. During this stage, you must learn how to maintain this change long-term, to be long-term. This is important to monitor your progress and plan ahead for possible obstacle and pitfall that may lead you to go back your old way. Okay, that's the number 4. They don't focus on things that they can control. That's the number 4. Number 5, they don't worry about pleasing everyone. If you want to make everyone happy, sell an ice cream. Still not ultimately true in winter though. That's the number 5. The number 6 is they don't fear taking calculated risks. Taking risks and stepping outside of your comfort zone make you stronger. Open yourself up to the new opportunity and start facing your fear. Number 7, they don't dwell on the past. The first step in moving forward from the past is give yourself permission to enjoy your life. A traumatic past doesn't mean that you need to suffer forever. Additionally, when dealing with negative memory, try to remember the lesson that you should learn from the experience. Finally, aim to look at the situation objectively, forgive past action, and even forgive yourself to relieve the burden of carrying those negative emotions. Number 8, they don't make the same mistake over and over. Maureen, the author, advised that to avoid making the same mistake by asking yourself, what's one wrong? What could I have done better? And what can I do different next time? Additionally, it is important to acknowledge your mistake and accept responsibility. In the end, you will put yourself in control and begin building your mental strengths. Number 9, they don't resent the other people's success. When people enjoy and celebrate success, they attract other people. They attract other successful people, which then create opportunity for collaborations and continued success. Number 10, they don't give up after the first failure. Begin by creating a plan to learn from your failure and to avoid repeating them. Number 11, they don't fear alone time. Many days, you are likely surrounded by noise. Research shows that spending time alone quietly results in renewal, rejuvenation, inspiration, and reflection. Learning meditations and mindfulness increase both your quality of life and help you become comfortable with solitude. Number 12, they don't fear the world owe them anything. Rather than simply expecting the universe to give them something, we should focus our advice on what we can do for ourselves. Number 13, they don't expect immediate result. Patience is exactly the virtue when it comes to finding success. In summary, mentally strong people refrain the feeling sorry for themselves. They never give the power away to others. They embrace change and they avoid worrying over things they can control. They understand that pleasing everyone is impossible and they aren't afraid to take risks, of course. They calculated their risk carefully before jamming fully in. They also avoid dwelling and drama of the past. They never make the same mistake twice, and they celebrate other people's success rather than resenting them. Additionally, successful people never give up in the face of failure. They face fear of being alone, and they don't feel as if the world owes them anything. Lastly, successful people never expect immediate result, and they understand that success doesn't come overnight. If you are serious about becoming mentally strong, you should begin by monitoring your behavior, paying attention to your feeling, and examining your thought. By looking inward, you can determine where your weakness lie and work on strengthening yourself and your mind. This is the end of my reading. If you have anything to discuss, so please comment down below. And thanks for reading with me, and peace.